Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to Through Empress Eyes. Here you can find channeled messages, intuitive guidance, or simple reflections reminding you of who you are and your power. Remember, any and all of my messages are always going to be a confirmation of what you are feeling. So please take what resonates and leave the rest. Your inner guidance system is always the best one to trust. Come sit with me for a minute. This one's going to be really specific. So if it's not for you, that's completely okay. Just let it pass gently through. But if it is for you, I think you're going to feel it in your chest before I even finish explaining it fully. I want to talk about someone you may not know well at all. Maybe you barely spoke. Maybe you were closer to strangers than anything else. And yet, something about them left this lingering feeling in you, an urge you couldn't quite explain. If that's you, I think you already know exactly who I'm talking about. So here's what I want to say to you gently, because I think you've been carrying a quiet kind of confusion about this. You are someone who tends to be pretty selective with your energy. You don't go around feeling pulled toward just anyone. Actually, I'd guess you often prefer smaller settings, quieter rooms, your own company over crowds. So when you felt that unusual, almost urgent pull toward this person, that wasn't random. That wasn't you losing it, even if it felt a little disorienting at the time. I think you're someone who's spent a long time surrounded by connections that felt a little hollow. Not bad people necessarily, just people who related to you out of habit or convenience or because it was easy, not because they truly saw you. And I think some part of you has quietly felt like an outsider in most rooms you walked into, even ones full of people who are supposed to know you well. And then this person came along, and something about them was different enough that it cut through all of that. You felt this pull to be near them, to say something to them, even if you didn't fully know what. And that feeling, that's not something small. That's your intuition recognizing something rare. And here's the part I really want to sit with you in today. I feel like whatever passed between you two, however brief it was, you gave them something, not something material, something quieter than that, a feeling, a moment of being fully seen without conditions, without needing anything back. It might have happened in a single look, a conversation, even just being near them in a way that felt different from everything else in their life. And I think you knew somewhere in your body, the moment it happened, you may have felt strangely emotional afterward. Maybe you even teared up and didn't totally know why. And that wasn't random either. That was your own system confirming it's done. It landed. I also feel like this person felt it too. Even if they never said a word about it, even if on the outside, nothing about their life looks different, I think what you gave them is still sitting with them, quietly working on them, whether they're ready to admit that or not. I keep sensing that they've been unsettled since. Comparing whatever life they've built to that one moment with you. And finding it comes up feeling a little empty by comparison. I want to say something tender here because I think you might be sitting with a version of, did I do enough? Did they even receive it? Did they even feel it? I want you to hear me clearly because I'm feeling that they did. Whatever you gave them, it was received. You don't need proof of that from them to trust it. So here's the part that might be the hardest to hear, but I think it's exactly what you need right now. Your part is done. You already did your piece of this. And I know the instinct, especially when something feels this significant, is to want to do more, to reach out, to check in, to make sure they got it, to nudge things along. But I don't think that's what's being asked of you here. I think what's being asked of you is something much softer and honestly, much harder, is to simply let it be. To trust that the ball is in their court now. And that anything you do to rush it or manage it from your side would actually slow it down and not speed it up. I know that's not always the answer we want. We want to do something with a feeling this big. But I really feel like this season is asking you to stay open, to stay receptive, to stay soft and unguarded without chasing, just letting your life keep unfolding, letting yourself be nourished by whatever else is flowing toward you right now, and trusting that if this connection is meant to circle back, it will do that on its own timing and not yours. And in the meantime, I don't think this needs to just be a waiting period for you. I feel like this is actually a really beautiful stretch for you to focus inward, to keep doing the things that light you up, to let yourself rest in the knowing that you already gave something meaningful. And that alone is enough, regardless of what happens next. So, if you've been quietly wondering whether you're crazy for feeling so pulled towards someone you barely know, just know that you're not. And if you've been wondering whether it mattered, whether it landed, whether any of it was real, it did. It was. It was real. You can rest now. Your part is done. Well, that's what I'm feeling, and I feel like this reading is coming to a close now. I truly hope that this has helped you in some way, giving you confirmation of what your intuition has been telling you and what you've been feeling. I appreciate those, as always, who like, share, subscribe, and comment, as it helps me tune in into your specific energy in future readings. Until next time, be safe, be well, be prosperous.